Hey guys, Trash here, and welcome back to my hardcore series. Today we're going to be focusing on the villagers and locking in some trades before the next update happens. Some people have mentioned that the update is optional, but just in case they decide to add it in for real, I think it's best to be prepared. So let's get right into it. So between episodes I did a little bit of preparation. I grabbed the rest of the beds that we didn't explode when we were getting netherite, and I grabbed a bunch of job blocks to give them. I've got some extra carrots for breeding, and I have some decoration blocks because the village on the outside looks pretty, but the village on the inside is still very lacking. So let's grab that real quick, and then we'll head on over to our village. I asked you guys our tree grew. Well, hello tree. Anyway, I asked you guys all the jobs and trades that you thought I should lock in this episode before the update happens, and you guys had a ton of great ideas, so thank you so much for answering that question because I was a little confused on where to start. Now, I do have mending villagers. I actually have 2 mending villagers somewhere in here. I know this guy is one, and he is the cheaper one at just 10, and we also have a more expensive one somewhere around here who I think is around 30. So we are all set on mending, which is great, but there are still a few more book trades that I would really like to get from these guys, looting being one of them for sure. I think before we do anything else, I'm going to go set these beds down. I'm going to give them another bedroom in one of these empty ones. This is their main bedroom and it's pretty full. I might actually move this one as well. Actually, I think we'll put one of these right there and another one right there. Now, I also have this room that is empty, this bigger space, and this space in here. I might move all of the beds into these 2 rooms since they're connected and use this room and this room as more trading rooms. This is our farmer room over here. Ignore this iron golem. I'm in the midst of killing him so that I can finish my ceiling. Oh, maybe I shouldn't get so close. This is our Fletcher room. This is obviously our librarian's room with more space for a ton of lecterns. I'm thinking that I will put the masons either in this one or this one, as well as my clerics. I might put the masons in this one and the clerics in this one. Since I have a zombie spawner with a ton of rotten flesh, I could definitely be trading that for emeralds as well. Okay guys, I moved all of the beds into these 2 rooms. It's a little crowded to say the least, but they all fit in here. And then I did have some extra ones, and I put a ladder up here to these beds, and I put it down on the bottom block so that the villagers can go up and down it. I'm kind of afraid that they're going to get stuck up here. They can definitely make it up, obviously, looking at you. But hopefully they can make their way back down again. I guess we'll find out. So we'll wait until the next nighttime and see if these villagers actually claim these beds. They might not need to at the moment because I think we have the same amount of villagers as we have beds. But I'm going to throw some carrots at them. Once I go get my carrots, I'm going to throw some carrots at them and see if we can't make a few new villagers. I have just over 2 stacks, so we'll see if that's enough to get them breeding up. Now, while I'm waiting for more villagers to appear and grow up so they can actually take jobs, I'm going to do a little bit of decoration around here because it's looking pretty plain. Like I've said many times before, interiors are not my forte, so we'll see what I can do, but I want to make it just a little bit cuter for them. There are some banners around here that I stole from the Woodland Mansion. And then we have a ton of these decorated pots, which I think I'm going to put in the corners near their beds. Put some flower pots on there. Let's give them a little mushroom in here. Maybe some flowers. Get some in here as well. Got a torch flower. And pop another flower in there. That looks cute. Oh, and I did finally put actual ceilings on this to cover up the dirt roofs, so that looks a lot better. It's a little more claustrophobic in these rooms because the ceiling's lower, but it looks a lot better. And since we have these cherry leaves, I'm going to put one in the ceiling right here to kind of get that particle effect. Let's throw up a little table right here, get a lantern on there. I would use more trapdoors, but villagers and trapdoors just don't mix very well, so I think we're going to have to do without. And we do need to get another fletching table set down in here so we can get another fletcher. My brewing stands are going to be in here, and let's see, can we put them on a little shelf? That should work. They should be able to claim it and work at it there. Put a couple cherry leaves, make it a little more mystical where the clerics are going to be. I don't want to over detail these spaces because villagers simply cannot be trusted not to get themselves in situations where they will get hurt. So I'm going to leave them mostly pretty empty so they can walk around freely throughout them. Let's get our composters over in the farming section. Put one right there and one over in this corner. Get some decorations in here. Let's throw that right there. And maybe another one right there, as well as some leaves, maybe over here and over there. Now our masons are going to be in this room over here. Let's see if we can put one of these on a shelf. I think that looks pretty cute. If we put a leaf here, will they be able to walk under it? They should be able to just fine. And the light from that jack-o'-lantern is still gonna light up this area right here, so that is great. Well, while I'm waiting for them to get to bed, oh God, oh Lord. Who said you could be here? What the heck were you guys doing? You were not protecting at all. Okay, as I was saying, I'm gonna chop down this tree real quick while I'm waiting for them to go to bed to see if they can all find their beds. All right, let's go check. Okay, we have 2 that don't seem to want to find a bed, but there are a ton of empty beds in here, so let's see if anybody went up here. This guy did. You figured it out, sir. You figured it out. This guy has not got it figured out, and neither has this guy. But there are so many empty beds here, and I don't see why they wouldn't be able to path to them, so maybe they'll figure it out eventually. Meanwhile, this is my bed. Another thing that we can do that I always forget is in the game is we can make some paintings and decorate the walls just a little bit more, bring some color in there. I love paintings, I always forget that they're an option. Sorry if you can hear the jet going by my house right now. Oh, we came back just in time. Oh, why are you upset? Why didn't you make a baby? Why are you mad? Why are they mad? Somebody tell me why they're mad. Now let's see, we could put a big painting right there. Okay, maybe not like that. Okay, I like those. Got a giant one right there. And put that one right there. I think that looks nice. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's move some of these beds into the other rooms so that they can actually make a babies. Put some of the yellow ones in here. I'll plop one right there, and I will plop one right here. Dang it, I really wanted to use this as a second floor. I guess I can just break the ladder at the bottom so they can't get up and down and use this as like a storage space. That wouldn't be a bad idea, but I was really hoping that we could have a little loft for them. There you go. Meanwhile, I think I'm gonna move this stuff up into my new storage room. And then we have plenty of room for more storage up here, so that will be really good to have. And then I can stop running back and forth back to my house so much because I can keep the things I need up there. All right, this is much better. Now I just need everyone to go to bed so I can get rid of you with prejudice, and then I can close up that ceiling any day now. Thank you. I'm sorry that I had to do that. I just did not have a choice. As long as they spawn in this area or on the outside, that's totally fine. I just don't want them taking up space in my actual rooms. Now let's try and find an unoccupied bed. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna wait for them to start making babies, which they should start doing soon. But while we are waiting, let's head around out here. Hopefully these guys aren't mad at me. I'm gonna skirt around them real quick, and let's harvest this so we can get some more carrots to throw at them and see if they start making some more babies. I do think that I want to put some more crop fields out here as well. We still have quite a bit of room for more crops, and since I'm gonna have 3 farmer villagers soon, I think that would be good for trading. Now this is my fortune one. Hopefully that guy's not mad at me for killing his buddy. I'm sorry, it had to be done. Let's get harvesting. Okay, all harvested and replanted. Let's go throw a bunch of carrots at these guys. Here are some carrots, here are some carrots, here are some carrots. Go crazy. All right, that was like 6 or 7 stacks of carrots, so they better be in the baby making mood now. Yeah, you. Go make a baby. Oh, we do have a new Fletcher though, and he does have a stick trade, and let's lock him in. Is it you? Yes, it is. Boom, you are locked in. So now we have 3 whole stick trades, which is great. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna run over to our zombie spawner real quick and fill up my shulker box with rotten flesh so that when we do get clerics, we can lock them in right away. Because we do have more than enough of this. Okay, that should be a very strong start to our clerics. Let's head back up. I'm gonna get a couple more crops, including pumpkins and melons, because I would like to be able to trade those with the villagers as well. And then I'm gonna start working on a couple more fields over there. And you know what? While we're over here, we should say hi to Sir Whiffington, because we have not said hello to him in a couple episodes, and we gotta see how he's doing. Hello, Sir Whiffington. How are you? How are you doing?
Oh, not too badly.
Sir Whiffington, who is this?
That's just Bob.
Did you invite him here?
Not really.
Is he your new friend?
Acquaintance more like.
Okay, if you say so, I'll leave him here, but just let me know and I'll get rid of him. He better be paying rent. Ah, Sir Whiffington. He's such a gentleman. Okay, we've got pumpkin seeds. I don't really know if we want beetroot, but I suppose we could trade it, so we may as well have a beetroot field as well. Let's get some wheat seeds, get a big old wheat field started, and then where are my melons? I do recall getting melons when we went to the jungle, so I should have some melon seeds somewhere. I don't think I have a melon field yet, but we need to get started on that. So where did I put it? Oh my god, a cat. Where are my fish? Why do I never have fish? Alright, I think we're gonna put a field down in this section right here. Should be perfect, so let's do that. And I think this one should be our pumpkin field. Okay, we need to wait for those to grow up so that we can fill out the entire field, but here is our little pumpkin field. I think it's adorable. I am going to put a little border around it really quick, and then it'll be done. I'm gonna go buy a couple more lanterns, chop down a tree, and then we'll get another field in. Man, this episode is not going as well as I thought it would. I am struggling a little bit over here. There are very loud jets outside of my house right now, which is also making it difficult to record, so I have to keep starting and stopping what I'm saying, so I'm sorry if I seem a little disjointed or out of sorts. I'm trying. But working with villagers is always one of the most frustrating things that you can try and do in Minecraft, and things are just not going to plan. Now, I think right here I'm going to put a big wheat field, and possibly over here maybe a beetroot field, possibly more carrots. I want this whole place to be kind of surrounded by crop fields, including right here, so I think I'm going to push this land back a little bit so we do have a way to walk around, kind of a path. Now let's get a big old field going over here. Got a little walkway down into the farm so we don't trample the crops. I hoed everything, and let's make sure that nothing reverts back. Obviously, because of the trapdoors, these are going to be grass, but I think that's fine. I think this is cute here. I kind of wanted to leave it as like an homage to where the village started. Plus, this area was looking very empty for a very long time, and I really was not sure what to do with it. Originally, I thought the footprint of the village would be a lot larger and it would take up all this space, and then it didn't, so I didn't really know what to do with it. So I think this is the perfect solution for that. Oh my god. Look how many pumpkins we have. Look at all these. I would like to make an automatic pumpkin farm and an automatic melon farm. That's one of my favorite redstone farms to do, and one that I am very comfortable doing. I've done it on pretty much all of the worlds I've ever had, so I do want to get that going as well. But for now, this will be a really good pumpkin field to have just so we can start stocking up on them and getting some trading done. Now when we get a zombie in the village just a little later on in this episode, we can hopefully get the trade from the villagers where it's 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald, and then we will be making a ton of money. And I was thinking over in this area we could put a cute little well. We can have the path go kind of around the outside of this and down, and we could probably fit a well right in this area. I think that would look adorable. I'm going to go get a couple building blocks and just make the tiniest little well that I can really quick. Oh, we've got another tree. While we're up here, let's just take a look. Oh, that looks so much better, and like there's so much more life in this area now. I love that. Okay, I think the well should go right here, so we are just going to do this. Now, I first learned about this well from Fwip. I'm not sure if other people have done it as well, but ever since I saw him do it, I put this well in a ton of my worlds because it's so tiny. So credit to Fwip and whoever else does this well. It definitely was not my invention. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of a path connected to our little thing over here and kind of wind it around in this direction. Alright, this area I think is looking very good. I could definitely add a couple more lampposts, maybe one right here. Let's throw one right here as well. Now that should be more than lit up. And now over here, I think we should put our melon farm. This looks like a good spot for it. I might expand the dirt out just a little bit here and round it off just for a little bit more room for our melons. That should be good. I'm going to frame it with my spruce again, and let's get our melon farm in. Hopefully, while I am working on these farms, these guys are actually making some more babies and they're growing up. Go ahead and bone meal some of them up really quick. Oh, we already got a melon. Perfect. We'll let these keep growing and slowly fill this field up. I'm going to chop down this tree and remove my platform. Once again, we're going to have to find another place to actually grow our spruce trees. A more permanent place and a more aesthetically pleasing place, and then we're going to put a big field in here as well. I'm sorry if this episode is more boring than the last couple. I know we're not doing anything extremely exciting, but I needed a break. I needed a break from risking the world and risking my low life and everything that I have built, fighting all these monsters and doing all these crazy things, which was very fun. I had a great time, but I just kind of needed a slow, chill episode of farming and messing around with villagers just to calm me down a little bit. The next thing I'm thinking of doing is raiding an ancient city, and I am terrified of that. I know that there are ancient cities underneath here. There's probably definitely one under this mountain, and I ran into the skulk in my mind too, so I just have a feeling that there are ancient cities around here. And I do want to go explore them and see what kind of loot we can find. Maybe not fight the warden, maybe avoid him as much as possible, but I do want to raid one. So right now, we're just taking it slow before we go and do that, and I hope that that's okay. Okay, ugly tree farm is gone, ready for another field. See what you've got. Okay, well, I just upgraded this librarian when I was buying lanterns because I needed more lanterns, and he's got a mending book and he's got a discount and it's 8 emeralds. So we have 3 mending villagers now, which as far as I can tell, that was going to be like the hardest one to get if it does update. So I mean, I think we're set on mending, that's for sure. And he's our unbreaking 3 one, so that's awesome. Okay, maybe mending is a little overpowered at the moment. Maybe it is a little too easy to get. I just need a few more potatoes and carrots, and then I think all of the fields will be done. Okay guys, the farms are done. We have a bunch of new farms all around our village, and they'll start producing shortly, which will give us endless trades. I need to go figure out why the heck the babies are not being made. I don't know if I need to move the beds around more, or if there's already too many villagers there, or what. And we need to make sure that everyone's trades are locked in. And then once they're locked in, we're going to wait until it's nighttime. We're going to find a zombie, and we're going to set him loose in the village. Now that does mean I need to start brewing up some potions of weakness and getting some golden apples so I can convert all of them back. I'm also going to get a lot of boats because I think I'm going to trap them in boats before I turn them into zombies. I just think that that's probably a good idea, and it will make the whole conversion thing a lot easier. So I'm going to go and gather a bunch of resources, get my potions, see if I can lock in some trades, and then I will meet you back here and we will find a zombie and unleash him on the unsuspecting villagers. Okay guys, I'm back. It looks a little bit different here now. I dragged out all of the beds into the middle of this square because they weren't recognizing the ones in that room for some reason, and then a bunch of babies were made. I've locked in all 3 cleric trades. I have 3 masons behind me. I've got 3 farmers. I've got some more librarians. I think I pretty much have every villager I could need, and I still have some extra ones as well. So let me show you what I have been up to. As you can tell, things are looking a little bit funky. I kind of boxed them in a little bit, partially because I don't want iron golems to get them when I unleash a zombie in here because they're all going to be scared, and I don't want any iron golems to spawn, kill the zombie, or kill any of my villagers. I also made a ton of chest boats so that there would only be 1 villager per boat. I'm not really sure if that's necessary, but I feel like if there's 2 in a boat and one of them turns and the other one doesn't, it's just going to turn them back into a zombie, into like kind of an infinite spiral. So they are all in chest boats. None of them are really where they belong at all. I put roofs over them so they won't burn. And as you can see, we have a ton of villagers now. I also, if I can get through here, went down in here into this room and I lowered the floor by 1 block, and that made them recognize the beds as well. So everything is good on that front now. I also threw down this carpet on the floor just to inhibit any spawns by iron golems. And I went crazy while I was waiting for them to grow up, and I made another farm. So this is my giant wheat and beetroot field. We should probably have enough farms at this point. As you can see, we have a ton of them, but I think they look so cute and it really finishes up this area. Okay, so now we're prepared to zombify all of them, which I am terrified of doing, but we're gonna give it a try. I need to make a bunch of splash potions of weakness, and I have all of the ingredients for that except for the brown mushrooms. So I think I'm gonna fly over to the dark oak forest really quick and chop down some of those mushrooms since I don't have silk touch on my axe. I could go into the nether, but that seems scary and I'm tired of the nether at this point. This area definitely is, so this time I am going to take this map and that way I won't get lost and we're gonna head off that direction. Somebody remind me to put my totem back on if I forget. And I believe right after, yep, there is the dark oak and there are some mushrooms, so I'm gonna go down to this brown one right here and start getting some. Honestly, this should probably be enough, but I do want to make sure I have plenty so we don't have to come back here. I'm not entirely sure how many potions I'm going to need. Each mushroom will make 3 and I have 16. I feel like that should be enough. I might zoom over to another one really quick though. Right here, and there's an abandoned nether portal down there too, so we'll check that out. 26 should be more than enough, and let's see what is in here. Nothing good. I guess I'll take the flint as well. Alright, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's start making these potions. I just love flying over to this now because it looks so cute. Hello guys. Let me sneak right by ya. Okay, well those are getting all brewed up. Let's go see how many golden apples we can make. We're going to need a lot. And we have 12. Well, that is a good way to start, I suppose. I'm pretty sure we've got more than 12 villagers. I might need to find some more gold. So we've got those. Let's grab our potions. Throw this in here for now. And we've definitely got the first part finished, so let's wait for it to be night and then let's find a zombie and set him loose in here. Alright guys, I am officially a real-life Minecraft YouTuber now because I did some mining off camera. I knew I still had some gold in some of the caves around me, so I went and grabbed some of it with my fortune, and now we have 62 more gold, so I'm going to make a couple more golden apples, 7 more, so we have 19. That should put us in a much better place. And the sun is right overhead, so let me just wait until the nighttime, and then we're going to try and get a zombie in there and zombify them. And while I'm waiting, I'm just going to harvest up some of my crops. I should really put silk touch on my axe so that this is a little bit faster, but for right now we have a silk touch hoe. Okay, the sun is setting now. Let's be on zombie lookout. So we'll just sit here for a minute and see if we see things start to spawn. Okay, we have a zombie down there and he is already locked onto me. Let me just take out this creeper real quick so he doesn't get anywhere near us and blow us up. And then, come on guy, we've got a job for ya. A job that you will really enjoy until you don't anymore when we have to take you out. Sir! Oh my god. Why is he hitting me so hard? Let me run up here a little bit into the light where it should be safer. And let's put this on. Sir, come on. Let's hope that iron golem doesn't see you and come on in. Okay, now hopefully he gets distracted and doesn't see me anymore. Oh god, okay. Sir, there are so many victims that would love to meet you. Let's close this up, go up here, so hopefully he will lose us, and then maybe he can start zombifying people. Did he get distracted? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, we won't watch. I'm just gonna let him do his thing down there for a while, and hopefully everybody gets converted. And hopefully no iron golems are spawning inside and trying to take anybody out. We're making progress. Oh god, oh lord. Okay, I let him into here. Nice. My poor villagers are just staring at me like, why? Why would you do this? It's for the greater good. Alright, he's gotten most of them. Ow. Okay, he missed a couple, but it was really hard to move around in here and he couldn't get to some of them. So for the first round, I think I'm going to cure all of these guys that did get hit. As you can see, it took an entire night and day. So I'm going to go to sleep, turn it back over to day, probably away from all of these monsters. And then I'm going to change back the ones that we did get. I only have 19 golden apples anyway, so for a first round, I don't think that this was too bad. Okay, let's start healing. First one is these 3. I think I can hit all 3 of them. Here you go, here you go, here you go. As you can see, he missed this guy. I don't know how he did. You escaped, sir. It's coming for you later, but you escaped for now. So I think if we throw it right there, that should get most of these guys. Have an apple, have an apple, have an apple, have an apple. I'm gonna wait for the first round of curing to be over, and then let's see how many we have left. Oh, zombie doctor! We got the advancement, and our first guy that has been cured is a Fletcher. Well, it's a little bit of a discount. Not the best, but better than it was. We have another one. This one's a Mason. I won't really know what his trades are until I've unlocked them all the way, but we're already getting a discount. Oh, we got a few in here already, except for this guy with the sword, so I'm gonna wait until he turns. Oh, and we just got 2 more of you guys. Let's see. Okay, you are not locked into anything, but you've got some discounts. Let's see what this guy has. He's our Prot 2, Thorns 2, and Fire Protection 3. These are all heavily discounted, except for this one for some reason. And you guys are all cured. Our clerics are down to 26, where they were originally 32. You have a 1 Emerald Infinity book, and this was our 32 Emerald Mending book that now has 147. So that is quite the discount on mending. We have so many mending villagers. Okay, now that it's a little safer to get around here, I'm gonna go and grab some more weakness potions, and we've got 7 more golden apples. Unfortunately, these guys are by themselves, so I kind of have to waste 1 splash potion on each of them. 1 for you, 1 for you, and we have the perfect amount, 1 for you guys. There you go, everyone is curing up. As you can see, we missed a few guys over there. The Nitwit, who cares about him? This guy, he didn't have anything, but we do have a librarian over there, but at least we got our farmers. This guy's been cured and he has a 1 Emerald Silk Touch, which is awesome, and that means I can get it and put it on my axe finally. I could have got it before too, but it's a lot easier when it only costs an emerald. Our farmer is cheaper, and we got the 1 pumpkin and 1 melon. And now they're a 1-for-1 trade, so that is great. Oh, this guy has healed, and he has a 1 Emerald Mending and Efficiency 1. So this is our last guy, and then I am going to let them all out of their boats and let them be free again. I am going to do another round of curing, but I need to think of a more organized way to do it because I learned a lot from this one, and I learned all the things that I probably shouldn't have done. Plus, I need a lot more gold for golden apples, so I will have to go, oh, you finally cured yourself, and 14 and 16, much better. We can get even steeper discounts on all of these, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I'll bother to do it with the librarians again, as their trades are pretty discounted already, but I think it is time to release them back into their home. Be free, guys. Okay, guys, I took down the ceiling and I put the village all back to normal and put their beds back down for them. This was just the first round, but I need to think about a better way to get that done because that was incredibly frustrating. I mean, villagers are always incredibly frustrating, but oh my god. But we did get some nice discounts, and I learned a lot from that experience. This episode took me a really long time to do, so this is pretty much all I have time for now. I think between episodes I might try and zombify them again and get some more discounts, and I definitely need to go mining for gold. But I think you guys have probably seen enough of my struggle with villagers, so I will probably do that off camera and then report back when I have some good discounts, and if I accomplish anything. At least we didn't have any villager loss of life. It was touch and go there for a second. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Bye! Bye!